Hi guys, we're gonna talk. What game are we gonna talk about?
Something with Europe.
Yeah, we're gonna talk EU. We're gonna have an hour of playing around with EU4 and show you guys a little bit about what we've been up to in the last year or two, or how long have we worked on this?
Depends on what you mean. We started on EU3 in 2005.
Yeah.
And then EU1. When was that?
97, I think.
Yeah, this game has really been the continuous project that has followed the studio around for many years.
Yes. Shall we look if we're cursed and it's something that's...
Yes.
No. That sounds bad. It's kind of like a pretty awesome game. We were talking a little bit earlier today about our multiplayer games that we play at the office.
We played yesterday.
Yeah.
Jacob mentioned how it was he had a difficult position as Hungary before.
Yeah.
And you're the Mamluk Sultan.
Yeah, I got... speaking of curses, my ruler is an incompetent idiot at the moment.
Ah.
That kind of like put as a little bit stoppage into my expansion plans.
Yeah, I also heard that somebody was stealing your trade, so...
Yeah, Henrik...
maybe you need a good monarch.
Yeah, Henrik's playing Venice and Kirsten, our QA, is playing Ottoman. So for some weird reason, it's like Ottomans and Mamluks are usually natural enemies, but we have a common interest in stopping the goddamn Venetians from stealing my money.
Yes, I'm playing France, so maybe I can actually use the Venetians as my friend. Okay, you have a sword.
We should hide this sword while discussing this multiplayer game, but or maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend, so that should make Wiz in England my friend. Yeah. Or is this the enemy of my enemy of my...
Yeah, because I have the Genoese next to me, which is one of the other programmers is playing.
Yeah, should you next him?
Yeah, the thing is that he's taken Provence.
That's French.
I don't know, I say Provence, it sounds very French, so it should not belong to the Italians.
Yes. As you guys may have noticed, is that the game is in rather decent shape. It's been perfectly playable and we could ship it. We're taking a look at it. We're changing to cool version numbers here, so single player, what do you think?
Yes, let's go into the game.
What country is cool? We have 10 different countries that are suggested for fun. The awesome powers of Poland, Ottomans, Austria, Sweden, and whatever that country is, Muscovy.
And we start in 1444, so if you're not familiar with this era, you can see that Europe is way more fractured than it was in more modern times. But I think it makes for a very interesting play start, that you can fight to unify France, or you can fight to unify Germany, which wasn't really successful in history.
No. What shall we do? We can do the usual little, hey, let's play Venice. No, or we've done that to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Venice. Let's do Burgundy.
Oh,
there's Burgundy. Let's see what options we have. Historical, normal, aggressiveness. Yeah, we removed the shitty, useless. Options. Here's some nice options we like. Allow players to hot join and allow players. Yeah, we need to improve the graphics there. Co-op or hot join. Very multiplayer focused on that one.
Yeah.
Hot join's awesome. Now I'm just gambling that it's not going to break before release.
Of course it's not going to.
Touch wood, everything. Oh.
See, Burgundy is a very interesting country to play because it's one of these countries that was strong historically. It's really a French vassal, but it's sort of disappeared. But you can make it into world power.
Okay, cool. Let's hide the outliner because in this low-res, it's just taking valuable real estate. We like this one. Let's turn on some cool map modes instead of that one. I like technology one. I keep track of. Religion is useful, and actually, let's do it like this. Then we fit them all. Political is... Now we have this important ones on shortcuts. Political, so you can see the borders easily, is Here you have the south parts of Burgundy and then the north parts of Burgundy, covering what will be in the future Greater Belgium. Matt is from Holland or Netherlands, that's why we say Greater Belgium.
I even know.
Yeah, so what's EU? This little button here, we're not going to show you much of it yet, but it's called Build, and it's a great teaser because there will be a dev diary very soon telling you about the new awesome easy way to build stuff. So what do we have as interfaces? We have the government screen. I think it's probably been redesigned since we had dev diaries on this.
Yeah, I think so. This is probably, I think, a little bit different than what people have been seeing, actually.
Yeah, let's hire some advisors. We're Burgundy, we don't care about costs.
Well, maybe you should actually care about costs, because the top level advisors really want
Yeah, but we
money.
can't afford. Okay, morale or tech. Yeah, we're gonna tech pretty soon, I guess.
Technology is
So
still important.
we have a pretty decent monarch. It's a 555. So we're
That's really good.
together with the base value of 3 and some advisors, we're gonna go really big in monarch power. You can also see your hair here and his stats and what the bonuses from being a feudal monarchy is. We're feudal monarchies, we have 10% extra manpower and 10% extra income from the vassals. Let's see the next screens.
You need to get more vassals.
Diplomacy. We have one relation with Brittany, and reputation is +2 from legitimacy.
The relation thing is actually new, where we try to we actually have a limit on the amount of relation you can support.
Yeah, this is vassal, leading vassals, guarantees, alliances, and royal marriages.
Yeah.
So there's some ideas that boost it, and some other things that increase how much you can support. And if you have over this, it costs you diplomatic power each turn.
Yeah. So it really means that you have to focus way more in this game, which I think is kind of cool. And also that if you have a great diplomatic monarch, you can support more relations.
You remember the last multiplayer campaign we played that ended a few weeks ago? When I played Austria, I gave up. Well, I did some exploits we closed, but I gave up on actually unifying the empire, and instead had 11 vassals and kept being a feudal monarchy and raking in money from them, having them have small armies fighting on my side, keeping...
Must have really cost you diplomatic points, though.
Yes, but Austria has these nice bonuses, and I picked the diplomatic idea tree, so I could support 11, I think, at the end. Ooh. But I had like 16 relations because I needed alliances with other players. Cool.
I was Poland in this game.
So let's see. There's different, you can sort on different stuff here for others, and we have this edit box. Oh, my mind is going blank. Poland, canon space. Then you can just type different countries here quickly to find them if you know names.
We try to work with the interfaces a bit so it can be easier to find.
Sweden likes us. Switzerland doesn't like us because they want one of our provinces.
They want Franche Comte, or have you...
Yeah, well, let's ignore them. We can also put up rivals, and rivals will dislike us. Let's see who our neighbors are. Obviously
France is a rival.
Yeah, we're gonna have France as a rival, and France likes us a little bit, but not anymore.
No.
Hostile relations. Your country. Let's see. Shall we release any vassals?
No, we shouldn't, because we should keep them.
Yes. I'm just a guy that likes having a bunch of vassals to mop up and siege and fight wars for me.
I like to paint the map. I think Burgundy is interesting because you can really choose what you want to do with it. You can you can try to take over France, or you can go north into the lowlands and try to become the new Dutch Empire or something like that. Yeah. Or did I say Dutch? I meant the Belgian Empire.
Okay, now our advisors are costing us a large amount of our income. Pretty much a big chunk of it, but that's worth it. We have nice trade income there, but because we're in Antwerp.
Advisors, I mean, players are going to see that advisors are really, really expensive, so you have to think about if you want to spend your money
and the prices of advisors keep increasing every year. Every year, almost 1% price increase. So you need to keep up on money constantly to keep them going. If you look here at the screen, we're going to go to the trade map mode. Speaking of money, yeah, it's a lot of stuff here. We've changed the world trade quite a lot since previous displays. We renamed them to have for important trade cities, so it's more natural for people. More people knows where Genoa are than Côte d'Azur or whatever.
Yeah, it was mainly named for provinces before.
Yeah, we also merged some and we changed the stuff. So now there's also 2 end nodes. You changed the system to have...
Yeah, exactly. Before it wasn't actually possible to have several ends on the trade system, but now you can actually have several endpoints to the whole network.
We have a trade node. Burgundy or Antwerp and Venice are the endpoints of the trade system. Can we do cheat codes on this one? Now, since we're cheating here, I'm going to show you a cool little stuff of how all the trade nodes go around the world. Yeah, we're going to show them some new stuff, our details. We have all this different trade stuff here, where the trade nodes are going. The Caribbean is one of the control nodes for getting the money over from North America.
Yeah, and of course at the start of the game no trade is flowing across the Atlantic. It's just that you can unlock it as you discover and build colonies.
Yeah, and there's not that much produced, and the Indian nations don't believe in the long trade.
Yeah, there's a starting technology where you can start to use the trade nodes.
One of these interesting things here is that with the Mississippi River trade valley, it means that it's natural. If you're France and England has already taken the coastline, we can still go in here and still drive trade through Caribbean and then directly to Bordeaux.
Yeah, the English will of course try to stop you then.
We've made 2 little funny things here, is that the Mexican trade node goes back to the Japanese trade node, so that if you are Japan or China or so and play an historical game, you can still colonize the western of the US or Western Americas and rake home trade that way.
Yes, exactly.
Also an interesting little thing, there's also a split here in the Philippine nodes that drives Philippine trade. Oops, we should probably tweak that bump into Panama. So it means that the Spanish, when they take stuff, they can still benefit from just taking the Philippines and drive trade from there. Yeah. So you have all these natural choke points here with the Gulf of Aden.
Yeah, and that's going to be a fairly interesting gameplay, because I mean in our multiplayer game you're the Mamelukes, and you're getting all this nice trade that goes up.
Yeah,
I mean if you zoom in a little bit, you can see here that there's 0 trade splitting south.
Yeah, because there's nobody up there.
Yeah, there is nobody trying to make it go that way. But for example, the Portuguese player can find his way around and take colonies and try to drive it, and then you get into trouble.
That's my main worry, because
the Europeans are coming.
Yeah, they're coming that way, and the Venetians are stealing trade there, and then the Portuguese are going to steal trade there, and
either a strong trade fleet or start to grab the provinces first.
Yes, guess what my plan is? Both. Okay, let's go back to the beautiful map. We had the economy system. As you noticed here, to be able to reduce and spend power, you need to go into the economic ideas. Also, you can take as much loans as you want, or as your economy can support. 87 bank loans they can support there.
I had a problem when I played France, because I was away the first time we played.
Yeah.
So somebody the English player had defeated France, so I had problems. I had almost no manpower. So I had to run with the mercenary army to fend off the rebels and the hostile English armies.
Yeah.
But fortunately for me, that sort of works in this game. Taking a loan is not a defeat in this game; it's a tactic.
Yes.
So
it's like
it costs a lot of money.
Yes. You go into debt to fight a war, and then.
Yeah.
So what else interfaces? We talked a little bit about trade. You can see the trade nodes we have in range and how valuable they are, and we should probably. Yeah, we have driving from Bordeaux. But we don't have more.
I mean, if we come in, perhaps we need to compete a bit with the Hansa people.
But we're driving from Bordeaux from the start.
No. We need trade ideas to get more merchants.
Yes, that's true. technology. The next